Alright, this is the final part of Heroes of Legionwood, End of Days. Oh yeah, I discovered this earlier while testing out the new game option. It will randomize your choices from the first two games, and it can potentially land you into the Dark Disciple path, but I'd rather do it from one of my old saves just so I keep all my Arcane Tome bonuses. Alright, so I just loaded it from episode 2 end. Why am I by myself at the end of episode 2? I managed to get everyone back in the party. Don't tell me I'm gonna solo this game. Dark Gaia Studios presents... I wonder why he split into 3 episodes instead of making it one long game. Heroes of Legionwood. End of Days. That's not a very encouraging title. Instead, it should be some title like New Hope or something, right? Or Return of Gaia or something, but no. Oh yeah, on New Game, it's possible for Miras to show up here instead of Fira. I guess if Miras shows up, that means you probably got bumped onto the Dark Disciple route. But since I chose the Lightbringer's route, that means I'll be talking to Fira here instead. Excellent, my name is Fira the Seer, but you already know that, of course. I see that you've loaded a save from Heroes of Legionwood Resurrection. I assume this means you'd like to import the same character from Act 2. If you'd like to create a new character for this episode, you should return to the title screen and start a new game instead. We'd like to do that now. Hell no, I need to keep all my bonuses, if I even want a chance of getting the true ending. In fact, I'm not even sure if I managed to get all of the lore checks, due to how I reloaded every now and then. Sure, I'm always paranoid about visiting all the towns and rereading stuff, but still. Yeah, I just won't know until I actually get to that final choice. Okay, now everything will carry over. All my choices, all my OP-ness, and hopefully all 5 characters. We are gathered today to mourn the passing of Pontiff Miras, neither friend nor enemy, another life lost in the name of the darkness. Miras was the leader of the Dark Disciples, who claimed to work in service of Gaia. A genuine desire to save his fellow man is what guided his actions, however wrongful. The influence of the darkness can corrupt even the most honorable men, and this is what Miras realized in his final moments. His last act was to reject those who had wronged in his name. If we stand any chance of weathering the onset of the darkness, we must be united as one. Let us learn from Miras' death, we are all children of Gaia. As the battle for Port Alexis raged, the taint of the darkness continued to spread, uncaring. The end draws nearer every day. The time for fighting amongst ourselves has passed. And I'm pretty sure Castoff had a hand dividing humanity into all those factions. Maybe he's even behind a Lightbringer somehow. I wouldn't put it past him. There are no Lightbringers, no Dark Disciples. Let Miras not have died in vain. We are finally ready to stop the darkness once and for all. The darkness has closed Miras' heart long before his death, but there must have been something left holding out for redemption. Shall we offer him our forgiveness? I guess I'm gonna have to make a choice here. Miras preached that darkness is Gaia's punishment for her arrogance, but he did not believe that, at least not entirely. Everything Miras did was driven by one goal, to encourage others to place their trust in Gaia. He wanted us to believe that we deserve to be saved. I don't know about Gaia, and I can't speak for whether Miras or the Dark Disciples were good or evil, but they died fighting for what they believed was right. Not many of us have the resolve to fight for our beliefs in the face of darkness, but maybe that's what we need. Miras wanted his life to mean something. Miras and his soldiers killed my gang, hunted them down like animals. I can't forgive that, but I can respect that Miras wanted to redeem himself in the end. His death brings an end to a war that claimed countless lives. Nothing can bring those people back, but at least now they can rest easy. Let us hope Miras' soul will carry these words into the weave. And what about you, Luca? I wish I could use the speech option here. Speak favorably. Everyone's points are already pretty high, so I guess it shouldn't be too bad if I speak favorably. Plus, I am still worried about Astrid's affection.
Intentions aren't everything, but Mirrors meant well. He tried to save us from the darkness, but his spirit clouded his judgment. How many of us would do the same in his position? For one thing, I wouldn't try to assume that Gaia and the darkness are one and the same. And I would at least try to do some more research about this darkness before going to war with my fellow humans. Seriously, the precursors left all kinds of info about cast off in the darkness. Should have waited on information first before trying to kill off the Lightbringers. Or at least try to work with them to get more information. Very well, you have all spoken your piece. Now let us consign the souls to the weave. May Mirrors find peace in the next life. No matter who we are all but pawns in the cycle of life. As long as our souls are bound to the weave, it shall be. So it shall be. Don't carry the regrets of this life into the next. Still, Varn's last words about him wanting to take over the world makes me wonder what exactly would happen in the Dark Disciple route. Would you actually help him take over the world? And make everything bad? Who knows? He claims he was going to take over the world in order to fight the darkness, but can we really believe those words? I won't know until I finish the Lightbringer route. And depending on whether or not I get the true ending in this for this first run, I might have to start all over. Mirrors, we bid you farewell. May Gaia watch over you. Yeah, I don't think the dev ever implemented a New Game Plus mode. If he did, well, that would sure make things easier, and I could just stomp through the first couple of boss battles. Also, since we took care... since we have killed Varn, are there really any human antagonists left for us? And so you have succeeded. The Sword of Lore shall be whole once again, but at what cost? Is what remains of your world worth saving? And are you truly the one who deserves such a burden? Is Castoff trying to tempt me? When the end draws near, what choice will you make when you hold the power of God? We shall soon find out when we finally meet at the nexus of all that exists. Luca, are you with us? Why are only 2 of my party members on the map? What? Luca, you look preoccupied with something. I thought I heard... No, never mind. Please go on. As you know, we are here on Lady Fira's direct orders. It's been just over a week since our triumph over the Dark Disciples. We still have much to work ahead of us. It's time for everybody to pitch in. Several days ago, we became aware of a nest of monsters in the city. It's dangerously close to the city and has likely been responsible for several people going missing in recent months. Eventually, our scouts tracked down the nest to its direct source, an unused mine shaft not far from this camp. The monsters have likely been undisturbed there for quite some time. Lady Fira believes getting rid of this nest may delay the spread of the darkness towards the city, and she'll only entrust you with such a precarious task. Really? You can't clear out a monster nest on your own? We've got the lore shards. I thought we'd be taking on the darkness by now. Your impatience is understandable, Jessica, but if things were really that simple, the people of Port Alexis don't trust us. There's no way to ready for that. Lady Fira says we need to show them that we're ready to protect them, something the Dark Disciples never did. Yeah, the Dark Disciples didn't really care about the zombie attacks. Getting rid of this nest will make their lives much easier. The citizens won't trust easily after suffering under the Dark Disciples for so long. They need actions, not words, right? What they need is a hero to believe in. What say you, Luca? Confident. Let's see, Jessica already has plenty of points. But I remember... I remember this guy. He does not have a... No, wait, he's not with me right now. I can say what the fuck I want. Okay. Snipe. Like, we wouldn't just be risking our skins in some dungeon or other anyway, right? Like, we wouldn't just be risking our skins in some dungeon or another anyway. Yeah, we're always going to a dungeon. We might as well take the time to level grind, even if it's for a more minor quest. Okay, I'll make you have a point. Fine then, let's just be happy we're dealing with something nice and simple for once. I know it might seem boring after everything you've done so far, but every little bit of help counts. We need the people on our side to defeat the darkness. We can't win on our own.
As long as you don't do something like making a minor boss the final boss, like with the Dark Spawn. Seriously, that thing was pretty much just mid-boss material. How did it end up the final boss of the second game? When Cersei was probably a more climatic boss in a way, due to her being a human with at least a little bit of personality. Luca, Vane, Jessica, please help us win the hearts of the people. There's a soldier at the entrance of the camp who will guide you to the caverns. Good luck, and may Gaia watch over you. Return to his tent to restore fallen party members. What? They're not in my party? The hell? No, that's not fair. I specifically acted in a way to get them to rejoin. No way. They better be waiting for me outside. Just saying. Are you serious? I have to win this with only these guys? I mean, we're a pretty solid offensive team, but still. And also, we probably lost a lot of our quest items, huh? Shoot. I also don't know if the MO disc will carry over, or if we can find another one. They better... I don't even know if anyone else has even gotten the true ending outside of the dev for getting the program in the conditions for it. And it's not like I'm not sure how well tested this is. Yeah, this game did not get a lot of does not have a very big player base at all for some reason, even though it's a huge improvement over the first two games in many ways. It's strange to see the Lightbringers out in the open. Let's grab some items. Seriously, is this a glitch? Oh, come on. They're not going to rejoin me at all? Maybe they'll rejoin me after the next dungeon, I don't know. The Lightbringers commissioned us to keep the militia well equipped. It's more than we've had to deal with in the past, but at least it's good business. Say, we wouldn't have this nice gig without your efforts in uniting the city once and for all. How about we return the favor somehow? The monster nest you're clearing out is in a cave of some kind, right? These hills are rich with ores, you know? Bring some back for me and I can make you something nice. You can count on us. Get ready to fire up that forge. I remember hearing about obsidian deposits in this area, so that may be still untapped. That'll probably be your best bet. But obsidian armor kind of sucks too. I am balancing them like crazy, huh? Where'd those two go? You were doing everything they could to hunt us down. Nobody bothered to stop the monsters from infesting the countryside. There isn't much anyone can do at this stage now that the darkness is spreading inland, but if we deal with the most pressing threats, at least we'll show that we can pull our weight. What bothers me the most is how long these monsters went unchecked. So many people lost their lives, mainly in the outlying farms, and the Dark Disciples did nothing about it. I don't blame the people of Port Alexis for not trusting us, to be fair. They're used to having to look after themselves. I lost my buddies in the battle against the Dark Disciples, so all I've got left is hunting down these monsters. It won't bring them back, but at least it'll keep me busy. I'm in charge of managing our intel. So much has happened just last week that it's nearly impossible to keep track of. Say, you probably haven't had much of a chance to get up to speed yet, have you? If there's anything you'd like to know, please feel free to ask. Where the hell are they? Your friends are just fine, don't worry. Given the state of Port Alexis after the battle, they both decided to stay and help Lady Fira establish her presence in the city. Oh, good, there is an explanation. Good. And they did decide to stick around and help Fira. Our scholars also need whatever assistance they can get figuring out how to reunite the lore shards, and considering your friends went through all the trouble of getting them, well, it's a good test of their loyalties, at least. Until Lady Fira knows she can trust them fully, they're more useful where they are. So you probably haven't much of a chance to get... Okay, anything else? General situation. The news of our triumph over Ramirez has already spread throughout the island, and it's yielded some interesting results from the other main settlements. Colony Town sent an envoy mere days after the battle, pledging allegiance to us. It seems Glacia has fostered quite a favorable reputation for us over there. The Iron Guild has granted us permission to establish an outpost in Stonekeep, and we've officially drafted a trade agreement to keep our armory in Port Alexis well stocked. Things don't seem to be going well in Arbor Village, however. Lord Morrow has interpreted our victory over the Dark Disciples as a threat, and has enforced his control over the town. That bastard. I should. If only I killed him when I had the chance. Probably won't make a move against us, but we won't be able to expect any aid from Arbor in the future. And I feel sorry for those people suffering under his tyranny. On the bright side, at least we didn't piss him off by stealing his gem. So you probably haven't. Okay. Looks like the city is relatively peaceful at the moment, all things considered. The people suffered under the yoke of Muras for far too long, and to them, any changes for the better. For the most part, the people don't quite trust us yet, though many of them seem willing to give us a chance. If we work hard enough, we should be willing to win them over. It isn't all good, though. We don't have nearly as large a force as the Dark Disciples had, and keeping order in the city is going to be difficult. Crime is already becoming rife in some areas. So you probably... Okay, so monsters. The area's always been plagued by monsters, simple as that. The Dark Disciples never did anything to protect the citizens from them, and over time the situation's only gotten worse. The biggest source, however, is the nest to the west of here, and Lady Fira believes clearing it out would go a long way towards making the countryside safer. Maybe there's an eternal gate there. Of course, what we really want is to earn some goodwill of the people of Port Alexis. If we can show them we're prepared to keep them safe, they may help us fight the darkness. And that's all for now. The original purpose of the Lightbringers was to protect humanity from the darkness. If we hadn't been locked in conflict with the Dark Disciples, monsters would be our enemy. Allowing monsters to breed is what allows the darkness to take hold in an area. Crushing a monster nest may not seem important, but it literally means the world to some. At least, yeah, having Jessica with Mercantile will help a bit. But it sometimes takes multiple tries to get it to kick in. Firebomb, Static Generator, and Liquid Ice. Yes, I already have a few of these to begin with. Looks like the sprite rate changed. Maybe it's just me. Unfortunately, I don't have Astrid, so I can't collect any of the herbs around here. But it looks like giving Subterfuge to Vayne might be a good idea, since I won't be able to use it with Gaius for a while. Nothing here looks different. Mithril as usual. Oh, another Chieftain's Cap. I could use another one of these. I only have 2 real physical attackers, at least to count some hybrids. Yeah, these are not worth it. Minus hit rate might be good if you're a pure caster type. But everything else seems kind of bad. Why would you want to lower your hit rate in this game? Enemies already have decent evasion to begin with. Okay, I think that's everyone. Alright. I think that's all I can do in the camp. It's really not much here. Madam Luca, shall I escort your party to the monster nest? Yes. It's dark, but we have the scouting ability. It looks pretty familiar, doesn't it? Oh man, I've got to solve this myself. The monsters lie in wait for me around here. Bottomless pits, that's just great. Another rock. And what am I up against? Ew, what's that? Mutant. Okay, wow, I only modeled one of them. Spirit Fetish. They can buff each other. And they can grapple. Minor Quake. They're no match for my AoE spam. But they're probably resistant to physicals. I really think a grappler... Yeah, if I had to pick a melee person for a main character, it'd definitely be the brawler, just because they can debuff physical resistance. Okay, I don't know what you're weak to exactly. I mean, a lot of enemies seem to be weak to fire, so let's try that. Yep. Total overkill. I just hope my other party members level up too. Then again, it probably wouldn't matter too much considering the level cap is only 30, and I'll probably hit that pretty quickly. Oh, I see something I can observe there, but what's over here? Nope. Summon Jin. Looks like I'll have to make a speed investment soon. So many paths. And no guide means I'm doing this, pretty much doing this part blind. Jessica, I guess you'll just finish off whoever's weekend. Bane, Minor Quake. Ah. Nuts. Hmm. 1500. Okay, summon Damara, get everyone up a bit. Okay, let's just equip Calming Harp so I can explore a little more freely. So many paths, but no telling which one I need. Yeah, so that wasn't too bad. Eye goggles. A common accessory. Okay, we're gonna have to save for this one because Vayne only has the first level subterfuge. I lucked out. And there's nothing else here, just a few consumables. Hey, it looped around. Or did it? Healing crystal. Opened a gate. Shoot, where's this rock go? I don't remember seeing a path that leads to that rock. Oh, I see, that gate leads there. But I feel like there's more I can explore around this dungeon. If I need a grind, I'll do it off screen. That's strange. Did they reset some of the rocks? I don't remember some of the rocks being here. This is disturbing. This place is haunted. No, it's because I went to that one area. It's because I went to that hidden room. That caused all the rocks to reset. Okay, that takes care of another gate. Solution. I was hoping for some kind of secret quest item. Maybe a second MO disc so I can take care of the last lore piece. Yes, I'm really concerned about that MO disc. Seriously, will I be able to... I'm not sure I can even get everything at this point. Harmony pin. Oh no. Not all the doors were unlocked.
So twisty and turny. And I keep second guessing myself. I know there's some kind of deposit over there for the quest. How do I get there? Geronimo across? Okay, I see a new gate down here. Another harmony pin. Makes me think the boss here is going to use dark attacks. But at the same time, I can't really have Jessica equip anything other than the rogue cape, or she'll spend forever trying to steal from the boss. So, let's see, any other doors? Oh, have I been here before? Alright, am I clear for this one? Oh no. Pushing this rock might be a bad idea. Yeah, I'm gonna reset that one. Shoot. I guess I have to. No, wait. I just have to find another switch that'll flip that one. Then I'll be able to push the rock through. Okay, this one down here might work. Maybe that's the one I need. Yeah, doing this without a calming harp would be pretty difficult, that's for sure. Oh crap, is the boss near? Why were there two switches right near each other? Ah, I see the ore that I need for the quest. The question is, can I go back to camp immediately, or do I have to finish the quest first? I have to finish the main story quest. Okay, I can travel back to camp. Let's do that temporarily. Because I have no idea how long, if this camp will get attacked while I fight the boss. Looks like you're in luck. Will this work? By Gaia, this is great. As pure as it comes too. Okay, I'll get to work immediately. Anything in particular you'd like me to forge? A spear? They don't give me a choice for a staff, which the majority of my party uses. No guns here either. So it's really down to a knife or a spear. I want to keep that knife, so a good fashion spear would probably be useful for Jessica. Just because it'll enhance her speed. A spear, I happen to know just the thing. I'm all done. I hope it's to your liking. Obsidian spear. Oh, actually it looks weaker on paper, but then there's a 40% chance of making foes weak to physical attacks. Combine that with Crescent Knife. Oh, yes. I'll be able to proc that and make them super weak. Yes, I'll be able to make my physical attackers great again. Seriously, physical attackers get screwed over in this game. With Obsidian Spear, not anymore. With this, physical attackers are now a force to be reckoned with. Okay, back to searching out this dungeon again. Alright, doesn't look like there's much else I can do in this cave. I checked all around just to be thorough. Without the guide, I have to be extra thorough. Hell, even with the guide, I had to be thorough because the person who wrote the guide skipped a few optional things. What could be down there? That looks like a boss room. Oh yeah, there's something there. A hole. No calming heart for you. Rogue's cape. Everyone else is pretty good for the go, I guess. You, unfortunate mortals, you have come far enough. Let me guess. This is who's responsible for the monsters. Who? I mean, more like... What more like? I mean, just look at it.
You mock, but we are not so different. My fate is the same that awaits all eventually. Same fate that awaits us all? Do you mean... I am what becomes of a man who is consumed by the darkness. Nay, one who embraces the darkness, who offers himself to it willingly. I am no longer human, but something more. The darkness corrupts every man, but those who accept it willingly, for us, it grants a new purpose, a higher existence. In other words, you're basically a follower. You willingly gave yourself to the darkness? Who does something like that? Not all men are afraid of the darkness. You who waste your last days fighting what is inevitable, you could not comprehend. The darkness is not death, it is life, merely in a different form. When the time comes, many will accept this. It is better to be changed than to cease to exist entirely. You shall have to make that choice sooner rather than later. It will not be long now until my monsters overwhelm your doomed city. Each person taken only brings us closer. You've been converting them into monsters too, haven't you? You're insane. The darkness has taken all that made you human. Think wherever you wish. In your hysteria, you cannot possibly understand. I am the one who will save the human race by ushering in a new existence. Enough talk. Soon enough you will understand. The darkness will offer you salvation. Can I actually speech this guy into helping us? Your mind has become so warped by evil that you don't even realize what you've lost. What you've changed into. Your existence is worse than death. No, I refuse to believe it. Anything is better than death. You're simply too afraid to embrace what's inevitable. I didn't hear a buzzing sound, so that means it succeeded? Still, I can't help but wonder if there really are those who would choose to fight when the time comes. No, you're wrong. The darkness is eternal. It cannot be resisted. Any who choose to try, knowing that, they deserve their fate. I shall make you see the error of your ways. Prepare to embrace the darkness. So I do have to fight you, even with the speech skill. Really? Your words prevent Abaddon from feeding on your party's fear. Oh, sweet. No, I failed the steel roll. Owie. We're gonna have to toss some items to get through this. Weaken. Changed his weakness. Curse you. Jin. Ow! Vane, you're just gonna have to throw peptides. You're just gonna have to throw cells because we're kind of in a bind here when it comes to party member head count. They all have this attack. A cookie cutter attack that every monster seems to have, but we don't. Unless we learn something similar. Oh man, self. Okay, now we need to lay off the offense for a while. Yes, ancient. That's it. I already have a ton of those. Dude. Well, in that case, summon Damara until we steal what is ours. Oh, that is a lot of healing. Holy crap. We're immortal. Even with your silly little energy bomb. Block. Steal. Nothing left to steal. Okay, let's finish you off. Burn, baby. $3,000. Nice. What's that hole in the ground? Whew, what an old windbag. I'm glad we won't be hearing from him again. What befell that man was a fate worse than death. Plain and simple. If that's what the darkness has in store for us, we can't give up. No argument here. That's seriously messed up. In any case, the monster should become less restless with him out of the way. Let's get back to Elwyn. He'd better have a nice reward for us. Okay, but before that, replace a rogue cape with the calming harp so that we don't run into a random encounter that kills us while we're weakened. Let's see, characters still the same, but we are pretty close to leveling up. There's some kind of odd residue here. I feel sick just looking at it. What? Is this a quest item? Yes, it is. That's not good. But maybe getting it will aid us in a quest later on. Yes. And also, I was hoping it would be like a key to this gate, but I guess not. I wonder. Subterfuge? Nope. Oh well. That black residue, don't tell me it's its poop hole. Yeah, this is its toilet, isn't it? We better wash our hands once we get back to camp. Oh, really nothing else here. And really, ancient armor. I've outgrown that. I have machine armor. Look at this. Ancient armor is like just cheap flea market stuff to me. No offense to flea markets out there. It may as well be made of paper mache. No offense to people who work with paper mache. Alright, guess I'll just push my way out of here. Alright, double checked everything just in case. Travel back, yes. Oh, she will acknowledge that we have the spear now. Too bad we can't make anything else. I wonder if the others had similar effects. Really, what's the point of knives when when spears seem to be the same but better? Huh. Why do spears increase their speed? I thought in real life they would be heavier than knives and therefore less likely to increase their speed. Huh. Would have thought that I would have thought that spears would decrease your speed or be neutral to speed at best. Okay, once I report in, hopefully my allies will rejoin me. Oh yeah, this is when I lost a lot of party members. Just great. Huh. You've returned. I trust the monsters are no longer a problem. Well, the twisted half-human, half-demon thing in charge of them won't bother you anymore. Not so sure about his minions. Well, I'll have to do. Without an intelligence guiding them, they should be much easier to handle at least. Hopefully, without the constant threat of the monsters, the people might open up to us. But alas, we have more important issues to attend to. While you were gone, I received a missive from Lady Fira. You're needed in Port Alexis immediately. She wishes to brief you on your next assignment as soon as possible. Another assignment so soon, but then that can only mean the lore shards are ready. I don't know for sure, but that must be it. Our struggle against the darkness is drawing to a close. That said, I'll try not to get ahead of myself, but whatever it is, you shouldn't keep Lady Fira waiting. Besides, I'm sure Astra and Gaia are eager to be reunited with you. My orders are to keep this camp running, at least until the last few monsters start to die off. After what you've done, I don't expect any trouble. Thank you for everything. Offer respects. Very well, it was an honor working with you. We'll take our leave immediately. Farewell, may Gaia watch over you. So, how do I leave the camp? I don't exactly know how to do that, actually. Also, I'm not even sure if I can revisit that little monster nest from before. Oh, he can take me back there whenever I want, so I could always go back to get that one obsidian, black residue. Seriously, what is that? Is this supposed to be some kind of monster poop or pee? I have no idea, and I probably do not want to know. All I know is that it's needed for some quest out there, and someone is going to be happy if I give it to them.
And that's good enough for me. Are you gonna explain the night and day system? Oh, and why can't we just go back across that bridge into the Northern lands? There's the arena. Will I acknowledge my victory from last time? Well, hello there. If this isn't everyone's favorite champions, how have you been? Not much of a chance of anybody contesting your title, I'm afraid. With all the trouble over in Port Alexis, we pretty much closed shop for the foreseeable future. We're not quite sure at the moment if the new folks in charge over there will even let us continue business. Until we know for certain, it's probably best to be on the safe side. On top of that, with those nasty rumblings that the darkness is finally starting to spread further inland, it seems like an eternity ago, but I built up this arena with my bare hands. Ain't nothing left for me in the outside world. When the darkness finally gets here, I'll be waiting. Don't say that. Join us. Join us in the fight against the darkness. Yes, I'm sure with your experience, you'll be able to help us. Whoa, we are getting a lot of goodies. Yes, if we had his power. Oh no, we're hungry. We're hangry. Yeah, so his power, we'd be able to deal. Maybe organize some kind of gladiator army. Yes. Also, maybe I should walk around the world map and farm some items for a bit. Now that the Dark Disciples are gone, I don't think they're gonna attack me out in the field. Just in case, I'm gonna set the difficulty to 1. I have no idea what to expect anymore due to the lack of a guide. I'm just gonna have to be careful. So, how much of the city can we explore? What the? I'm earning a pretty penny guarding this here caravan, but I still wasn't expecting a return trip to Carrot so soon. I can't face crossing the desert again. I really hope my old party members rejoin at this point. I brought my wares all the way from Carrot for nothing. The guards won't let anybody into the city. I've heard some trouble brewing of late, but I was sure it would have all been dealt with by now. Looks like we're stuck out here for the time being. The battle must have really shaken things up inside the city. The NPCs here change depending on the time of day? Nope. Lady Luca, should I escort you for the city? Why can't I roam the city? My apologies, man, but that's not a good idea presently. We're still working to restore order on the streets. Things are mostly calm now, but some of the more enterprising citizens have made some areas a little difficult to traverse. Basically those random street bandits. With that in mind, Lady Fira would rather keep you out of trouble if we can help it. Okay. Well, at least they do give some explanation for that. Why things have the navigation has changed so much. Hey, I remember this place. Huh. I think the gravestones are the same too. Wait, what? There was a guild tome here before, but now it's been replaced by holy water. How about this side? No, nothing. Okay, so, no, I can. No, you cannot walk past me. That is forbidden. The layout completely changed too. What the heck? Now we can't even read that piece of lore from before, can we? Oh well, good thing I read it multiple times just in case. Rejoin me, you two. Luca, you're back. Mira said we should expect to see you soon. Is everything okay? As far as I know, we were told to get back here as quickly as possible. Anything interesting happened here while we were gone? We've been kept pretty much out of the loop, as far as interesting goes. I guess Spiro still doesn't trust us very much, so I can't say I blame her. We did kind of desert during the critical battle, and rejoin at the last minute. We didn't want to waste our time on some pointless chore, unlike someone here I can think of. Astrid, don't worry, I don't mean anything by it, but tell me, how did it feel being Fira's errand girl?
It felt pretty good. What? It felt pretty good. Something we did actually made a difference for a change. Life for the people around here will be much easier with the monsters out of the picture. You don't think anything we've done so far has made a difference? Maybe we focus on stopping the darkness instead of wasting our time with Fira's dirty work. Maybe I should redo that dialogue choice. I don't like wasting time any more than you do, Astrid, but Luca's just doing what she feels is best. Let's trust in Gaia and see this through to the end. Fira told us she's found a way to make the lore shards function again. I'll believe it when I see it, but if it's true... It can't hurt to hear what she has to say. We've come this far already. Whatever happens, I know Gaia will show us the way. Well, she's still 24. So it's all good. Still the same equipment from before. And that lady there has a quest for me? Okay, so what does the quest say? Go talk to Fira. She will probably be on the top floor, but let's look around first. Yeah, this place is a wreck, but at least we don't have to deal with spikes anymore. I'm sorry, heroes. The lower levels sustained quite a lot of damage during the battle. This way is off limits for the time being. How can it sustain this much damage? Did someone use a flame bomb spell? Festive cane? I heard that's supposed to be added due to a holiday? That looks pretty gimmicky. But maybe it'll be... Yes, she can equip it and use it with Crescent Knife if she wants. When we're finished cleaning this place up, it'll stand as a reminder of how good will always triumph over evil. The Dark Disciples thought they were untouchable here, but we beat them. Who knows how many atrocities Miras and the Dark Disciples committed behind these walls. Next to you and your lore shards, we put a stop to that once and for all. I'm sorry, heroes. The lower levels sustained a lot of damage. Okay, witch girl, what do you need? Please don't... please be something that's not permanently missable. Ah, Madame Luca, Gaia must be smiling upon me that you would choose this moment to come and visit. I have a small favor to ask you. Okay, I'm listening. Well, as you're no doubt aware, with the Dark Disciples finally out of the way, Lady Fira's current priority is dealing with monsters, specifically stopping them from multiplying. Clearing out monster nests is hard, dangerous work, as I'm sure you know. Worst of all, it's only a temporary solution at best. We need to stop the nest from appearing in the first place. And you have a solution for that. I have an idea, but I require some specimens before I can test it out. Scouts reported seeing some kind of strange residue inside some of the more active monster nests. Ah, so that's where my black residue comes in. You'll know if you see it. Vile black gunk caused by the taint of the darkness. Wherever it is, monsters are attracted to it. If you can bring me some, I'll gladly reward you. Mysterious black residue. Could this be what you're looking for? Yes, this is just what I need. Please accept this payment as a token of my gratitude. But I guess it's a partial payment for each residue I bring her, because there's supposed to be more out there. This is a good specimen, but I'll definitely need more of this to get a solid conclusion. There's gotta be more of it out there. Please, keep an eye out for it. If there is, and I happen to stumble across it during my travels, I'll let you know. How goes the hunt? I don't have anything right now. Okay, so that takes care of that, and I'm still nervous about the MO key. It's not my MO to be able to calm down about these kinds of things. Okay. So, that's every NPC on this floor. Let's talk to Fira then. The living quarters are messed up. We're conducting repairs on the tower. I can't let you through. I'm sorry. I'm afraid. Okay, time to talk to Fira. Hopefully she isn't secretly evil. I seriously think there's something wrong with her, considering that the Dark Disciple route is a valid route. Not to mention, she will kill us without our permission. Ah, heroes, you're here at last. Something wonderful has happened. We came as soon as we heard your message. Is it the lore shards?
By Gaia, yes. Everything we've been through to collect them has finally paid off. They've granted us a sign. The last thing we need to defeat the darkness once and for all. A sign? Is the Sword of Lore not reforming? We've assembled all the shards. At last, it seems there's work for us to do, but we're closer than we've ever been. When we've assembled all the lore shards, after the battle of the Dark Disciples, something incredible happened. The shards did not begin to recombine as we thought they would. Rather, they've triggered something, a kind of beacon as we understand. A strange magical signal calling to the shards from somewhere far away. According to our scholars, it's not dissimilar to the way the shards themselves beckon to each other through the weave. Whatever it is, we need to finally stop the darkness. How can you be sure? It's probably, maybe she has memories from her previous life as Terra, and she knows that it might be the colonists that Gaia sent into space. That's how she knows. So what's the big deal? We'll just go find it, and we're good to go? If we weren't wasting our time with those monsters, we could have already been back with it by now. Unfortunately, it might not be quite that simple. The location of the beacon is not of this world. I didn't believe it myself at first, but then I had my best diviners trace the signal to make sure. It's coming from outer space, somewhere on the planet Shadowmoor. Don't you see? A signal from another world. It has to be something powerful enough to destroy the darkness. More like it's a signal from people who had to flee from Castoff, and if they had to flee from Castoff, they're sure as hell not going to beat the darkness for us. We might be able to, maybe they might have some useful technology, but I don't think that'll be enough. Maybe at best they could help us reforge the sword, since Gaia might have made it with precursor technology. Great, no problem. We'll just climb aboard our flying saucer and go to another planet. Making light of the situation won't help anyone, Jessica. She has a point, though. There's no way in Legionwood we'd ever be able to get there. We may as well just give up. No, we can't give up. There may still be a way. We didn't come all this way for nothing. Yeah, since you're a former precursor, you must know of a surviving vessel. Away in outer space. Wow, you're even more insane than I gave you credit for. Earlier this week, we made contact with Hakim, an astronomer in Carid. At first, he wasn't very eager to assist us, but when he heard what we had to say, well, he jumped at the chance. He's the personal advisor of Lady Talia, who rules over Carid, and he has all of her resources at his fingertips, including precursor technology that could examine the signal in fine detail. He's agreed to meet with you, to study the lore shards and determine the true nature of the signal. He's famous for his knowledge of the stars. If anybody can find a way, he can. And now we get all the shards back. So we're going to Carid then. Seems a long way to go, but just ask a few questions. It has to be you, I'm afraid. First of all, you're the only ones I trust to take the lore shards all that way. Second of all, Lady Talia distrusts outsiders, members of our group in particular. Under her rule, Carid has traditionally isolated itself from the greater affairs of Alexis Island. It served them well. The people of Carid revere Lady Talia greatly, and she's considered something of a local hero. I hope my speech skill gets her to open up, though. Needless to say, they won't exactly welcome us with open arms. I can't simply send anyone to the city, or we'd be asking for trouble. News travels slow to Carid, however, and your association with the Order shouldn't be common knowledge. We don't want to provoke Talia into making any rash decisions. We're still weak after our struggle against the Dark Disciples. Besides, we may need her help against the darkness. It's up to us again to Carid, meet up with Hakim, and get out again, before anyone finds out who we are. Seems simple enough. Exactly. If all goes well, you'll be long gone before Lady Talia suspects anything. Then all we have to do is stop the darkness, Gaia willing. The city of Carid is east of here, inside the Sonoran Desert. It isn't a long journey, but it's a hard one, so make sure you have everything you need before you leave. The monsters in the desert are dangerous, so please get a good night's rest first. I'll have someone show you to a room in the tower. Oh sweet, and a chance to get everyone's affection up. Remember, Luca, this may be the answer we've been fighting for this whole time. You cannot fail. Nighttime. This is it, the beginning of the end. Vane, can't you sleep? I was hoping you'd still be awake. So this is it, everything we've done leads up to this. Tomorrow, we'll leave on our journey to vanquish the darkness once and for all. Luca, there's something I have to get off my chest, and this might be the last chance I get to say it. If we're going up against the darkness, it's likely we won't make it. We won't all make it back alive. And well, I nearly let you down, Luca. Before the battle against the Dark Disciples, Gaia and Astrid refused to come with you, and for a brief moment, I considered joining them. It was only for a second, but I hesitated. Then I remembered what we've been through together, and I knew I had no choice but to fight alongside you. I promised once that you could count on me. In the end, that's all that mattered. I made the right choice. If I had abandoned you, I'd have never forgiven myself. Choosing to fight against the Dark Disciples wasn't an easy decision for any of us. You're only human, Vayne. I know that, but if I ever thought this would be easy, whatever feelings I had before all this shouldn't matter. We said we'd make this work, and that's the only thing that counts. Here it is. I love you, Luca. Before we leave on our final journey, I want to know if you love me too. I love you, Vayne. Even if we don't make it through this together, I'll always love you. Oh, Luca, if only we didn't have to. I wish tonight would never end. And they got giggity. You and Vayne spent the night in each other's embrace, while extremely hungry. Now I feel much better, in more ways than one. Let's get to work. I already have his romance, though, so I'm not sure what that did. Shoot, I was hoping I could go sleep in there. Where did Fira go? Weird. Lady Fira left during the night to make some last-minute preparations for your fight with the darkness. Please do not let us down. All our fates are resting in your hands. Yeah, that seems to be it for this area. We can't even visit the old shops anymore. Not that it matters because the camp is pretty much on par in terms of inventory. I'm gonna need to do something. I wonder if the arena guy really does have a quest. He seems like he... Oh, good. Now I can get my herbs. Tonic weed. Yes, gimme. I maxed out my herb passive for this. Harp leaf. Okay, City Gate should also have some herbs, right? No? Really? Curses, those merchants must have picked it before me. And now I can't buy anymore. Because that merchant isn't accessible. He's stuck somewhere in the market area. Well, let's go to the camp. Maybe they have the herbs there. Also, it's a good thing we can return, because if I were to do the Dark Disciple route, I'd have to wait until I complete the dungeon before I could get that one subterfuge point. Any more quests I can do here? That's the question. I don't think I can get any more obsidian ore for that blacksmith girl over there. Let's see. Do you have anything special to say, Elwyn? Nope. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this Let's Play of Heroes of Legionwood End of Days, please like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.